Round. The kick by Saroo's a long one. Up towards the full forward zone. They're fighting up there. Hunt gets his hands to it. Couldn't hold it. There's Welsh put to the ground. It'll be another ball up. And it's only about 20 metres out from that St Kilda goal. Let's see what these Hawthorn defenders can do, because they were doing so well until about 10 minutes into that third quarter, and they fell in a heap. St Kilda run over the top of it. Oh, pushed out again. A chance for Duke Perusley. Snaps. It looks good. A goal. That's his first. And now St Kilda 14-13. 97 points to Hawthorn, 12-5, 87, and 9 minutes gone of this last quarter.
What a beauty it is. And you're watching it on Channel 7. Looks like Peyton is the boy who's gone off for Hawthorn, just looking around there, Lou. You see Mara's on him, they come. Petch comes in there, but oh, that's an awkward bounce. Tuck taps it away. Martello's there, couldn't get away with it. Elliott's on top of it, there could be another ball up. Slightly into Hawthorn's territory. The bounce. Petch comes in once again with Saroo. Petch gets it. It goes there to Hendry. Hendry tries a long hand pass. Ma's coming in there. Duperouzle's with him. Ma gets a hurried kick into the forward zone. And Barker spoils Moncrief once again. But it's Matthews there. Judson with him. Over the line it goes. And there'll be a throw in Hawthorn's forward pocket on the northern side. They're kicking to the eastern end in this final hectic quarter. Saroo and Martello. Saroo gets a tap away. It comes here. Oh, not a particularly good kick, but eventually it's driven up towards the centre. Colling knocks it over his head. Waiting there is Welsh. Welsh is grabbing. He's getting a free kick for holding the man. It's called play on now as Welsh takes his kick. Goes out towards the southern side there. Again, Barker knocks it away from Moncrief. In comes Baker. Pushes the ball in front of him. Elliott is there. In comes Duperouzle. Duperouzle will clear up towards Malthouse. Malthouse on the wing. Bremner's after him. Malthouse has got the break, however. Malthouse drives into the forward zone. And up goes Calvin Moore and takes a beautiful mark for Hawthorn. Moore now gets it in towards the centre. Petch is there, but it's spoilt by Theodore. Duperouzle travelling close to the ground, comes out with it. Into the forward zone it goes, and the mark has been taken by Colling. Gary Colling at the true centre-half forward position. Can he kick it? Kick from Colling. It's going to drop a little short. There they go. The ball not clear. It's a race for who's going to win it. Whoa, and down they go. Bremner and Muir. And a throw in that forward pocket for St Kilda. There's Alan Jeans telling his players to get up. Cover it in case it comes back quickly. Taken there by Peter Knights. Comes out towards the half-back flank. Perovic juggles the ball a little bit too tall for Ablett. A kick from Perovic now. It's going about 20 metres out from St Kilda's goals. The hands reach high. It's Hunt. Rex Hunt has taken the big grab. That was a big grab, believe me. He's 20 metres out, Hunt. Look at Alan Jeans. He'd want to be a coach. Hunt 20 metres out, kicking to the western end. It's on its way. It's a goal! And look at Jeansy there. 12 minutes into the final quarter. The scoreboard reads Hawthorn 12-15-87, St Kilda 15-13, 103. It's incredible when you realise that 10 minutes or about 10 minutes into the third quarter, this crowd, St Kilda, were 36 points behind, and they look like going further behind, Lou.
Waiting for the ball to be bounced. They looked hopeless. Now they're back in business and looking great. Knocked out again by Saroo. Kill him in the ruck as Malthouse tries to get it out. A hand pass. Over to Perovic, a short pass. And it's okay. A mark to Duperouzle. He has a running shot for goal. It looks pretty good. It's another one. And they're going further ahead. It's a goal. Don't worry about that. Oh, how good are they going now? 16-13. 109 points to Hawthorn. Looking pretty cooked. 12-15, 87 at the 13-minute mark of this last quarter. What a change in the game. Unbelievable.
Graham Huggins, the president of St Kilda, sitting with the secretary Ian Drake and one of their, a few of their committeemen there. They looked as if they wanted to go home earlier, but now they don't want this to finish. Well, they do, but the way things are going, they're as happy as anybody could be. Tuck comes in there, and he'll get the free kick. 13 minutes gone in this final quarter. Tuck puts a mammoth kick in deep into the forward zone. Plenty of pushing and shoving there. Picked up here by Alan Goad. Goad swings it around. He's popped it for one behind for Hawthorn. And the St Kilda fans all go, oh.
Well, I don't know why. They're looking good at the moment, Mike, as we wait now for Barker, who's been a sensation down there.
Out he comes. Barker coming on this northern flank. Perovic is there with Ablett. They go for it. Oh, up with Muir. Oh, Muir went up like a jack in the box. And a hand pass over here to Malthouse. Malthouse sends it up towards Duper-Ruzel. Oh, they're cutting Hawthorn to pieces at this stage. They're doing everything right. It's a complete contrast to their first half. Duper-Ruzel takes his kick. It's about 20 metres out from the goals. Peter Knights goes up and he'll be awarded the mark. Cool in the crisis.
Well, Baker out towards the wing position. And a good mark to Hunt out there. He's starting to come good now too. He was out of the picture very much so in the first part of the game. A long kick over to centre half forward. They set themselves. Perovic gets his hands to it. There's Welsh trying to get clear. And finally it's taken up by Malthouse. It looks like, oh, it's a mark. No, Reynolds can't hold it. And it's through for 1 point. But they're all handy at the moment as they move to 12-14. 110 points St Kilda to Hawthorn 12-17-89.
Hawthorn with their 19th and 20th men on. Payton and I think my name was the other player to go off. I've got time to be looking around to see who's gone off here. It's so hectic. There's a big kick out. Up goes Henry. Couldn't hold it. Taken by Ablett. Ablett struggles into the wing position on the northern side. Out comes Tuck leading in the race for the ball, but Saru's after him. Tuck kicks it forward. There's nobody there, but out comes Moncrief eventually. He's tackled by Barker, his nemesis today, and Barker takes the ball away from Moncrief. Kicks it up towards Perovic. Perovic too big and strong for Ablett. Perovic takes his kick in towards centre half forward. They set themselves. Peter Knights is there going up from behind. I'd say it's Petch, and he gets the ball, gets it over to Welsh. Welsh of Hawthorn goes wide to the flank. He's looking for Bennett and finds him there. They've got the loose man going there. Can they keep it going? Down towards Moncrief it goes. Barker and Moncrief once again. In comes Tuck. Tuck has the ball there in the forward pocket. Screws it around towards Moncrief. There's nothing anybody can do. Positioned himself beautifully, Moncrief. And he's got the mark 25 metres out, directly in front. Up comes Moncrief. 2 goals on the board. They need this one. He kicks on. There's no doubt about this in my book. For a goal. They're still in business at the 18-minute mark, Hawthorn in the final quarter. They move along now to 13-17, 95 to St Kilda, 16-14, 110. 15 points of difference. It's not over by a long shot.
Certainly not. Waiting now for the centre bounce. It'll be Dittrich in there against Scott. Dittrich with the sweatband around his head, full of fire, and Scott has been out the picture for about a quarter and a half. Lee Matthews is there for Hawthorn, trying to give a bit of strength in that roving division. The ball knocked out by Dittrich. Oh, they're going in pretty hard. Malthouse picks it up on the run. The kick smothered by Knights. Kicked off the ground by Duke, but Malthouse has got it again. A left foot kick out wide. And a mark to O'Halloran, who's been a real battler down there in defence for Hawthorn. But not enough, really. They're looking good at the moment, St Kilda, playing with a ton of confidence. There he goes now. A hand pass over to Moore. Well, he's grabbed, but he breaks clear okay and sends the ball up towards the half-forward line. And a mark to Elliott. Well, they're playing confidently. A hand pass coming back now to Barker, coming well away from that full-back position. And the kick is not a good one. A mark to Duke. He's called play on. And a hand pass going over now as we see Welsh take the ball. Well down towards the forward pocket, Moncrief and Saru. They're all going. Barker goes down and the ball is out of bounds in the forward pocket, about 40 metres around from that Hawthorn goal.
Interesting, Lou. They haven't got a full forward St Kilda at this stage. Reynolds has been taken down to the back line.
Okay, the ball back as we see Goat trying to break clear. Finally picked up by Bell. They're all over the place at the moment. Looks like St Kilda stuck in the back line as the mark goes out there to Rowland. This is Rowland with the ball. right out there on that half-forward line. A good, he's a good 65 metres, 70 metres out from goal. And they're trailing by 15 points at the moment. There's the kick. Oh, it's a good kick. What's the result? It's pushed out again by the St Kilda defenders. And the ball's picked up now by Tuck. He's down. Dittrich is right on his tail. He kicks it off the ground, right across the mark. A mark to Martello right in front. Oh, luck's a fortune. And a goal here will only make it 9 points the difference at the 20-minute mark. Oh, Martello needs to kick this one. Oh, he just got it, barely got pointed it.
You were right,
I
Lou,
thought he hooked it. Oh, golly, he won't be too sweet when he goes back in that room tonight.
Well, that's the way it goes. It's 14 points the difference now. 21 minutes of the final quarter gone. We'll wait for young Trevor Barker to kick out from the eastern end. You can't speak highly enough of this kid's performance. 17 kicks has he had at full-back. What about that? There they go. Dittrich knocks the ball clear. It's still knocked up here towards Theodore. He tries to get the ball clear. Chance here for Hunt. Hunt just can't break it clear. Oh, Welsh playing magnificently, but he's tackled by Malthouse. Puts it over the line on the full, and Muir will take the resultant penalty kick. There's Welsh. Hand pass across here. Will this come off to Mildenhall? Back to Muir. He cleverly gets it over to Dittrich. St Kilda had a bit of the run on. The umpire has decreed that it's a free kick to Muir. Muir tries a short one. He's looking for Duperuzal. He's got it all right. Duperuzal kicks it in towards centre half forward. Up goes Scott there. Couldn't pull the ball away. The ball is now picked up by Lofts. Lofts of St Kilda into the forward zone. Oh, Hunter spilled a mark. In comes O'Halloran. O'Halloran of Hawthorn drives back towards this wing position. Duperuzal is there. Takes the mark. Plays on immediately. They're keeping the pressure on St Kilda. Up it goes. Hunt goes up once again. This time knocks it away from the Hawthorn defenders. And there'll be a throw-in on St Kilda's half-forward flank. Actually between the forward pocket and half-forward flank. Alan Jeans giving instructions, as you saw. Up goes Scotty, knocks the ball clear, but they can't get it. Duperuzal's got it there, but he's that weary. Over the line he goes with the ball. And a throw-in this time on the half-forward flank proper for St Kilda. Alan Jeans giving instructions there. Muir being brought right up onto the ball. Throw-in takes place. Scott and Saru. Scott gets a tap away. Marr waits for it. Marr gets a hurried kick in. It's close to the boundary line. Matthews and Judson going for it there. It bounces over the line. Actually between Hawthorn's half-forward flank and the wing position on the northern side of the ground. A chance now for Hawthorn to go into attack. Here's the throw-in. Martello and Dittrich. Dittrich taps it down, but it's an awkward one. Oh, Henry comes in, tries a kick off the ground. Didn't connect, and there'll be a ball up. Right slap bang on the wing position on the northern side. There they go. Dittrich coming in once again with Scott. Dittrich once again gets it. Malthouse gets his boot when it doesn't travel far. It's a great scramble going on. He's picked a free kick out of this, and it's going to Alan Goad of Hawthorn. Goad about to put the Hawks forward now. They raced out to meet it. Matthews throws himself at the ball. In comes Elliott of St Kilda. Elliott back towards this wing position. No mark, however. Dittrich is there, takes it over the line, and there'll be another throw in midway between Hawthorn's half-forward flank and the wing position. 24 minutes gone of the final quarter.
Waiting for the ball to come back into play. It'll be Scott and Dittrich to go for the knockout. Knocked out by Dittrich. Marr gets a quick kick up towards Matthews and Judson. Matthews gets the push away. Going after Henry, but he can't pick it up on the boundary line. Oh, spike it. Out of bounds. About 50 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. They're trailing by 14 points at the moment. And things are looking pretty grim for them. Ball pushed out again by Dittrich. Oh, good play by Malthouse. He takes the ball back now towards the wing. And a mark to Duperuzal, who's played very well this quarter. Doesn't waste any time. Looking down there for Hunt. He's got a chance to mark. He's grabbed it. And he's right on the half-forward. Not a soul down there on that St Kilda half-forward or forward line. They're all packed down there on the Hawthorn forward line itself. The forwards and the whole lot. As the ball is picked up by Rowlands. Driven over centre half-forward now. Pushed away by Reynolds. Backed up here now by Baker. Streaking away from Moncrief. He's kicking the ball, but there's no one there for except Colling out there to Mark Demure. It's about 6 Hawthorn defenders. Jeans has got all these players right down the other end of the ground, and a mark there to 2 more out there on the half-back line. There's the kick.
Luke de Bruzel's had 9 kicks so far in this final
He's
quarter.
played a great quarter too as the ball is pushed away. Once again, we see Hendry driving it up towards Tuck. Tuck's got a chance to mark. Barker's in the way, pushed away by Tuck. Oh, Moncrief overran the ball. He's kicked it off the ground. 1 point. Touched. It must have been forced through. So it's 13 points the difference. Hawthorn 13-19-97, trailing St Kilda 16-14, 110. 25 minutes gone of this last quarter.
Yes, we're into time on. Could be Booth coming on now for St Kilda as Barker prepares to kick out. Where's it going to go?